I got to believe RC's a nervous wreck right now. His car's running good, but very close together on the track.
Well, they can block the track right now if they wanted to.
Oh,
I'm telling you. Oh, hang on, Jeff Burton.
Burton up into Hornish.
He's going to come back up.
And now the big one.
There it is.
7, 8, 9 cars involved, many which were running inside the top 10.
That's the whole field, isn't it?
That's the whole field.
Look at that. Nowhere to go.
And these guys were trying to avoid the two coming back up on the racetrack, and the first group that saw them check up, and everybody runs in behind them. That is massive right there. That's incredible.
He just goes diving down here after he gets clobbered by the 31. On the 83, okay, this started already behind, but the 83 got turned.
But they see that going on in front of them, and they're all jockeying for position to avoid that. And it's that chain reaction accident. You know what I mean? Look at the cars, man.
There's a lot of cars in that accident.
Kyle Larson just 3 laps away from his first win in the Truck Series.
Don't you want to win your first race?
Well, trouble. And the caution's going to come out. The 17 of Timothy Peters around, the 39 involved in this, Ryan Sieg.
And I think that's going to give the advantage to Logano. Those fresher tires on a restart going to be awfully hard for Kyle Larson to beat.
Just saw Trent Owen shake his head on top of the pit box. Can't believe the caution comes out with just 2 to go. And
Bubba Wallace,
Darrell Wallace Jr.
That's a hard
They're in their
crash.
caution. He's over in turn number 3.
A lot of damage to that truck, both front and rear.
Timothy Peters on the inside of Ryan Sieg and just tried to come up the track, and he didn't have Sieg cleared. Sieg, nothing he could do there. He was just holding his line.
This is when the caution is out.
The caution is out.
And contact made by the 9.
Wow.
Sending the 54 into the wall.
Remember, we saw at Texas a couple years ago, Kyle Busch driving his own truck, and Ron Hornaday having issues.
Keep the camera.
Look at Jimmy.
Yeah, right there. We could keep both these battles in this shot. Great job, guys. Down the stretch. Look out. Trouble. Kurt's into the wall. Boyer's in it as well. And Kurt's getting the worst of it.
Like a little bump drafting going on right there. We're trying to gain the advantage. Looks like the 48 got into the back of him. Man, look at this car.
Oh, man. Further back, Elliott Sadler. And look at this. Gosh. The engine is out of this thing.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Let's, we think we've seen an angle. Check the lower right of your screen.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Hey,
look at that.
Head on into that Armco.
That's down in a 90-degree corner.
Sometimes that's the easiest thing to say, but man, you love to hear it when they're saying something to you.
Well, Hall, oh, we have a spin and a couple of cars upside down. That's Hobgood. That's Jake Hobgood. I mean, Will Hobgood in 65. And the other car is 48, I believe. A.J. Frank, yes. We see Jake Hobgood, Will Hobgood, I'm sorry. Keep putting Will Hobgood in the outside. Oh, and 48 gets a bump from the Robert Huffman car. He spins. And now Jake Hobgood gets bumped by Scott Weaver. And both those cars just get, the air just simply flips the cars over.
Just picks them up as soon as they turn. Nothing had a chance to happen. As soon as the car got sideways, it was up in the air already.
You got a car in the wall right now, though. You're going to have a chance maybe to make another pit. So it looks like it's a 56 car Truex again.
Yeah, up in turn number 4 as we got the caution out. And, yeah, it's been a very bad day for Martin Truex and the Napa crew. And you can see just how bad.
Yeah, they might have killed it that time.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad this time as he's going to head for the garage. So our 7th caution. Oh, no, and Jeff Gordon. Where in the world?
Bring it to me.
He's over at the exit of turn 2, and Jeff Burton involved. This had to happen at the opposite end of the racetrack.
God, we just raced on the back stretch.
Here's the first part with Martin Truex, and all our eyes are down to the left.
Yeah, he kind of pounded that wall. We knew the caution was going to come out.
And it's really hard to tell if he blew another tire or if he just got loose and jumped up into the wall.
Now, while we're looking left, over on the right side of the track, here's what happened with Gordon and Burton.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, hard contact for the 24.
To me, like Burton did that on purpose.
Yellow flag.
Caution's out, caution's
Spinner
out.
and hard hit in turn 3.
48 car.
And A.J. Allmendinger, Jimmy Johnson, and A.J. hard up into the wall in 3.
Boy, look at that thing.
Now the caution had already come out.
when that happened, and
look at that
48 is junk.
I have never seen a 48 car torn up quite like that.
Watch the 48. Things are going to happen up front. There goes the 37 up and around. It's Conway.
He makes slight contact with the outside wall.
But then that's up in 2. Down in turn 3.
Oh, here comes a
Jimmy Johnson just nowhere to go. The 43 car of Allmendinger just coming back up the racetrack right in front of him.
That is a huge hit.
So the caution apparently was for Conway into the wall.
Yeah, look at
Not sure why Allmendinger was so far down on the racetrack.
That's brutal right there, man. That is a hard lick.
Now they're going to try Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the outside. Oh! Schrader hard in the outside.
Schrader up high on the outside. Cars sliding on the inside. 2, 3, 4, 5 cars now sliding, careening together in turn 1. One car erupts in flames out in turn 1 as they continue to have impact. As now there is flame burning all the way across the racetrack, the rear end impact apparently rupturing the fuel cell.
Here we see Kelly Denton. Kelly Denton runs up into the back of Kenny Schrader, and that's what we're talking, the bump drafting. When they pick those rear tires off the ground, that is a problem. Turned him in the outside wall. There goes Jeff Green, and meanwhile here comes this huge pack of cars with nowhere to go except into a smoke where they can see nothing, Kyle.
Yeah, and it's exactly like we always talk about. Then Schrader gets hit again over here, and that's where the fire starts. You saw somebody come down off the bank and hit him again.
They've had one race together, had some adversity, won last week at Las Vegas, and hey.
Oh, and Allgaier's in the fence.
Try to get down as quick as you can and just stop. Just get down and stop.
That was Stephen Light that went up in smoke.
Went up here.
And I don't.
Coming inside here. Inside.
Did Allgaier get in fluid, or did he just not see because of the smoke? I couldn't tell what happened there.
The 20's sitting down there as well.
Oh, Bell with huge damage.
Wow, that's a game changer.
He's going into 3, blows up, does Light, and look at this smoke cloud that he puts behind him. What are these guys seeing?
Nothing. A lot of white smoke. Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Chris Turan, Justin. You know, they were both having great days, and you can see just in the oil and nothing they can do.
Yeah.
Man, that is an eerie feeling, too. I mean, you hit the oil in it, and your car just instantly jumps out of control.
All right, let's have a look here. There's Timmy Hill right at the start-finish line.
And here's Kenseth way up here. I mean, he's going down into turn 1. He sees the wreck. No problem. 41 slows down the leader. Matt slows down. Everything's good. And then, bam, drove right up under him.
Now we'll show you the relative speeds of the two cars. The caution light is already on. You can see right there. And Hill, 15 miles an hour faster than Kenseth. He's on the brakes, but nowhere near enough.
You know who else got some trouble here? Maybe the one car. A big piece of the rear bar that you see hanging down here came off of Kenseth's car, and McMurray ran over it. I don't know if it did any damage or not, but he did run over it. You know, one of the things that I picked up on in some of the interviews we did from Denny Hamlin talking about the Toyota engine, apparently some of that valve train problems they were having at Daytona carried over to the unrestricted engine, and they've had to back way off.
Trouble turn 2. Casey Mears, gets tagged
and nowhere
hard.
for Dale Earnhardt Jr. to go in that 88 car.
2 more cars hard in the wall behind them. One is Hornish.
Someone has run underneath the 5 car, it looks like.
The other's Reed Sorensen, and Mears ends up on his roof.
It's up high, and he just loses it there. Comes down right.
Just clipped Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Got turned him around. But now this is when it really is bizarre. Watch this.
Hornish already had damage, and the hood was up so high he couldn't see out of the windshield, I don't think.
Now watch Junior in the 88 come into this. Get clipped, knocking the right side sheet metal off and banging the left side.